morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1812th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This 1812th installment of these educational videos, and the education in these videos is the art of technical analysis, and I am here to teach that to you. If you would like to become a better analyst, which I hope makes you a better trader, follow these videos and join me at livewithoscar.com in my live trading room. Before we get into the topics on the board, you must know that futures trading is extremely risky, absolutely causes substantial financial loss, and does stock trading if you get it wrong. Use your charts, put stops in first, only trade with risk capital you can afford to lose, and hang out with me at livewithoscar.com, and hopefully that combination will help you do better. So this video is coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. Traders, red OMNI to start the day off. We expect to sell a rally in S&P or Russell, whichever gets filled, and have it come down. But I think we're going to take profits when they're nice and meaty and get out of the market's way. Why? Well, in the charts, I'm going to show you something. The U.S. indices short term, if you ask me, I look at these charts and I go, boy, the bad, the worse, the weird. That's what I thought when I looked at the indices chart, so I'll show them to you. U.S. indices charts, you'll see them momentarily. Gold, number 2, the hunt is back on for gold. And I'll show you that chart. I think that's going to go down. But why we're going to be very quick to take our profits in the S&P is because on Thursday we've got jobless claims and factory orders and a huge amount of reporting, which most of these companies have reported really good earnings, will be coming out on Thursday. Then on Friday, you've got non-farm payroll, unemployment rate figures, international trade, PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. You got the ISM, the Institute for Supply Management, and a bunch of other big stocks reporting. So that arrow could be turned to dust and green in the blink of an eye with these reports that are coming out. However, we've got our technical points, and we've got our red OMNI and our reasoning to sell either S&P or Russell if we can get filled. Wait for a nice pull down and get out of the market's way. That's the plan for trading on Thursday. In gold, the plan is if we can get filled there, we will take a short in gold, and hopefully the flags will continue on. And then there's this. Working on taking profits in real estate. Traders, if you watched the video right before this one, a couple of nights ago I put it out, I basically was telling the traders who followed me through after the market crashed in 2008, between 2009 and 10 to 12, I was purchasing real estate and telling my Omniacs to purchase real estate, and many of them did actually go out and do that. And a lot of us made enough money in the markets on the way down and the way back up that these people purchased their properties in cash. And what I'm saying to everybody like me that got lucky on the way down and on the way up, that were able to make money with the trades we put out and turn those trades into real estate in 2009 to 11 or 12, whenever you bought it, I am now starting to ease out of those, in my mind, trades. Yes, they're real estate purchases. Yes, you're supposed to buy them and rent them and hold them forever. I saw when it was a good time to get in. I think now, from the work I'm doing, it is a good time to ease out while it's still a buyer's market, or I should say a seller's market of real estate, while they're buying like crazy, and it's still a seller's market, and we've got a nice fat market, and it should go higher. Someone like me wants to take his profits. So what I was telling the Omniacs who followed me between 2009 and 12, take your profits in real estate. Don't rush out and hit bids. Go out there, put it up for a nice fat value. Let people take it off your hands while it's still moving up nice and strongly. So, that's my advice. What have I done about that? You know me, I'm a man of action. I always follow what I say. I don't take the long-term trades because I'm not a long-term trader. But if I tell you about a move in real estate, if I tell you about any short-term trades, I'm all over that stuff. I am a man of action. What have I done so far? I'm working on taking my profits. Since I made that video, I'm already in contract on one property in Vegas. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow morning and flying to New York, where I've got an interest in another property, and I'm going to fix that property, and that's getting sold. And when I come back to Vegas, I've got 3 more properties, and I may sell at least 1 more of those. just to ease out. And to me, I am just taking profits on what I consider a trade. If you want to look at a real estate purchase as if you bought gold, you were a genius and you bought gold in 2005, 6, and 7, and it exploded through 2009, 10. If you didn't take your profit, you didn't get out. But if you bought it and were wise enough to hold it for those years, you got to get out somewhere, right? It's a trade. I bought real estate. A lot of you bought real estate. It has mushroomed up. It is time to get out of that trade, in my opinion. Please do not let me influence what you are going to do with your real estate. If you are a real estate investor and that's your business, stick with what you have. Don't sell anything. Stay with what you do. I am a trader. Real estate is just a portion of what I do, but I look at everything that I do as a trade. And for me, it is time to take profits on those trades. I hope if you followed me in, you may take some advice and follow me back out. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the EMini SP. I look at this and I say, okay, this is the bad. We've had an F flag. We're falling out of that F flag. It's an Oscarism known as an F flag. And if you've been following me long enough, you'll know that when we fall out of the F flag, basically, if you're still long, you get F'd, which is why we call it the F flag. So, if you're in an F flag, it works for a really long time, but once you break the F flag, basically you're F'd if your stop is not in. Looks like it's living up to his name, and it is about to get F'd. That's what I'm looking at in the EMini SP with that F flag now broken. Very wide channel, lots of room for movement inside that channel while still being bullish overall. This is short term. NASDAQ, this one, all right, so it held here. And look, it held here. It was fantastic. It held, and it held, and it held, and it held, and it held. And it came here and it held twice. But if you ask me, it is building a possible bear flag right here. With these bars filled in. That looks like it could be building a bear flag. Now, sort of did that here too, and it didn't go through. But we are talking about day trading, and if you just get to this line, you'll be below 72.90. Excuse me, 71.90. You'll be below 7,200. So that's a great day trader's trade, even if we get back down to that line as being short. We'll get out, take our profits. Somewhere down here is where it could get to easily, and if it cracks that, who knows where it'll go. So just thought I'd show you that. So we've got the bad, and now you've got the worse. This is getting worse. That's your Russell. Wasn't that wonderful pennant, but look, or some sort of a formation of a pennant, if you will. Look, that, if you ask me, isn't just a broken pennant. It's built a bear flag beneath that pennant. Now that is getting worse than what you've seen in the EMini SP and NASDAQ. So that's getting ugly, and then there's this. Now, you look at the transportation average, and this is absolute do or die territory because you started the line here, you failed miserably. You got back to that line, nailed it a bunch of times, hung around it, and failed miserably. You've got the same action here. Even though you went above, this is the only day that it settled above. This day settled below. This day settled below. Only one bar settled above on that little rally that it had into that black resistance line. So this is do or die territory. And if it fails tomorrow, it should break. So each thing I showed you, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, and transportation average, went from bad to worse. Now it gets weird. Look at this. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's got a bull flag. What is that about? That's where things get weird, kids. So what will happen? Possibly the news will come out and that bull flag will work and all those other bear flags won't. But for now, this is 1 versus 4. I'm going to go with the 4 pointing down, not the 1 pointing up, and we'll see what we get out of that. The majority rules in this case. I say we go with the flags pointing lower. Very short-term trading. If you asked me about long-term trading, absolutely we would be looking to buy dips. But this is for short-term trading on Thursday. I don't know what that is, but I say we go with the 4 pointing down, not the one that could possibly be pointing up. Then we switch out to gold. Traders look at the gold, bear flag. Oscar, what makes you think that's a bear flag? And even if it was a bear flag, what makes you think bear flags work? Very same chart. I'm just going to put a little artwork on it for you. That's what makes me think that bear flags work. Same chart. Bear flag, break down. Bear flag, teeny break through it for a little while, for 2 days, 3 days, break down. And if you want, I can draw in the little flags on the way. Breakdown, boom. This one is absolutely some weird flag. Breakdown, boom. Now we're in another flag, and we already beneath that flag. The OMNI's turned red. The hunt is back on. That's your gold. So you've seen the indices, you've seen the gold. Those are the markets we're going after on Thursday. Okay, traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical reasoning why. Yes, red OMNI, but don't fall in love with that red OMNI. Get in, get out, go to the sidelines. The hunt is back on for gold, baby. I love the hunt for gold. And yes, I am working on taking my profits. Please don't let me influence you unless you followed me in, then followed me out. Everybody else, do what you think is best. All right, traders, I'm getting on a plane sometime tomorrow morning. I will be in New York. I will sit up there in business as usual. My New York digs, you know how that works. Omnis will go out. Videos will be done. Possibly the ones that are just the screen shoots. I don't know. Maybe I'll film myself. Maybe I won't. But business as usual from New York City while I work on taking profits in real estate. All right, traders, I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to help keep those emotions at bay, and believe me, I know that's not easy, but try this. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders, live with Oscar.com. I will see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.